practices. We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
You gonna play, bro?
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's McCarthy. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive.
Oh my gosh.
It's third down.
He was defended by Christian
Those are the
Gonzalez.
ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Now McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. And the drive starts with a run from Ncaa. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Again, it's Ncaa. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play.
Now Ncaa on first and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
No gain on the play. Third and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Reek Willen. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
We'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. He'll buy some time right. Open man, that's Felton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First down, here's Scatteroo. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Scatteroo. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. That should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42.
Throwing is Williams. He'll dump this off to Ncaa. And he'll get up near the 45 and spot it at the 44. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. To throw, Williams. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go. Here's Williams. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
An inside run with Scatteroo. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A gain of
17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says that the slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch? Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
To the air with McCarthy. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll get about 6 here before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7.
At the 7-yard line.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves it with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop, but that winds up incomplete.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
33 yards on the play. First down, Giants.
A final shot before break. Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Now for the point after. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Right back to Ncaa on second down. And not much there. Maybe a yard into the 24.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage. But It's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Up the middle, Ncaa. And he is going to lose yardage here. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Williams. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Ncaa. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Shifts past him at the 45. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
First down, New York.
Back to the ground, Ncaa. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And the Giants
on first down, back to Ncaa. And out of bounds right around the 20. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Working out of the gun, Williams. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. To the air, Williams. Flush to his right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
This is a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And that will be incomplete. critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Ncaa will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. They set up the screen. Ncaa has it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. On fourth down, here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On the ground, it's Scatteroo to start the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Second and 11. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll pass the 40 before he's out of bounds. Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll start on the ground with Scatteroo. And he will have a Viking first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll set up the screen to Scatteroo. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
First down.
They'll run from the gun with Scatteroo. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10.
4 yards. And the Vikings.
Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the second half. That has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time pouring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close. Yeah, this was...
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the...
So this offense will head back out there. They're in excellent field position after the fumble recovery. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Second down and 6 now from the 26.
Second and 6.
Here's Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Lamar Jackson, 26 yards. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down, 18 yards to go. This time Jackson will throw it. Henry's got it out on the left side. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on fourth. Play action. Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Henry is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout.
Brings up second and goal at the Vikings 2-yard line.
On second and goal, here's an option play left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They set up the screen for Henry. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry. The offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as we get this up to about the 42. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They go play action with Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Jackson, options out left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Rolling to his right. The quick feet by Jackson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. Play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action now. Jackson steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble, then second down.
Blake Cashman on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and
off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
30-yard line.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Vikings force the turnover. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. They begin with Henry. And he'll find a little space. He gets this out near the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a couple on the play. So now 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Baltimore.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson going deep for Walker. This is caught inside the 15. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the 2nd half. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out come the Ravens as you see their offensive coordinator, Declan Doyle. These guys are out in front, and they'll try to... to extend this lead. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. The Ravens send their punter out now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. At the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least 7. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
It's 2nd and 8.
Play action. It's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Baltimore.
Jackson. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. Looking deep here for Flowers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there. They were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Powers through him. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson going deep for Walker. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Now it's Jackson. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
A gain of 9 on the play, but it brings up 4th down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take. in the fourth and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he's free at the 35. And they will be set up now as he brings. Late stages of the game here in the fourth quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. The quick feet by Jackson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now Jackson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Jackson sacked. A loss of 8 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and
Jackson. Under pressure, they got him again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. The quick feet by Jackson. They had to go for it. Well, somebody lit a fire under that.